갖고 와야 되겠다.
봐야지. 이제 파이널 페널티도 거의 끝나는 것 같은데. 오리진. 그래 뭐 혹 같은 게 생겼어. 3개. 이렇게 된 이상 모든 저기들을 저기한다. 잠깐만.
Through Orcish lands.
아, 얘가 너무 세. 얘를 같은 S급 딴 애들은 잡았는데 너무 말도 안 되게 세서 말이지. 저 맨 마지막에 잡자. 이근이? 얘는 뭐냐, 제 대륙. 자, 있는 자. 토벌 뜻이 있는 자의 협곡을 구한다. 제 대륙 아이스틀라? 제 대륙 아이스틀라. 제 대륙 아이스틀라가 어디냐? 여기 뭐 저기 여기 라스키몹이 2개나 있어? 여기 있다. 제이데르 아이스툴라. 여기에 몬스터가 있다. 여기에 몬스터가 있다. 아이스툴라. 여기 있겠는데? 아닙니까? 있을 만한 데가 없잖아. 여기 아직 안 열린 데도 있어? 무궁의 호. 이리로 뒤로 가면 월드맵으로 가겠냐? 그럴 거잖아. 여기가 왜 활성화가 안 돼 있었지? 하프의 협곡. 쭉 둘러봅시다. 아, 이거 몬스터 찾아다니는 것도 이려. 어디 딱, 찝어줬으면 좋겠는데. 이거 왔었나, 내가? 왔었남네? 빠르게 갑시다.
Straight home now.
왜? 아, 있나보다. 그렇지. 이근이. 다시가 있구만. 따따따.
Look who's here to meet us. Pity they don't
Hıya.
see us visitors.
흐야! 흐아! 으아! 이거 또 깨줘야지. 야! 어딨어? 저 위에 있네. 우와. 흐! 아차! 으아!
Nice try.
흐! 짜! 어이씨. 후. 기룡의 혀. 어때?
I've had warmer welcomes.
허무하군. 하나 또 있단 말이지.
Good girl.
여기 뭐야? 꺾어서 아직 못 가는 데들이 있어? 거의 막판인데도? 이놈은 뭐가 있는 것이지? 아직도 못 가는 데가 있다. 응?
All right.
뭐였어? 좋았어. 아이스톨라. 어딨지? 얘들이? 아유. 이리 와. 흐다. 에이스톨라. 넓은 데가. 아이스톨라. 아, 저기 있을 것 같아. 이제 그 석봉인가 거기. 어디냐면 여기 말이야. 여기. 여기네? 여기요? 야. 아, 여기 들어가 본 적이 없어. 뭐냐. 집 안에 들어갈 수 있는 데가 몇 군데 안 되거든? 왜 들어올 수가 있지, 여기? 2층 가보자. 어? 뭐지? 아, 요런 거 하나 있네? 발리스치아 여행지. 언제 와도 저 자치령 수도 투인사이드는 사람들이 붐빈다. 특히 술집엔 상인, 뱃사람, 여행자 등 다양한 사람들이 모여있는데 잡다한 사람들이 모이다 보니 갖가지 소문이 안주거리가 된다. 어느 날 얼굴이 뻘건 뱃사람이 나에게 물었다. 당신은 환상의 섬을 알고 있나? 라고. 상선의 교역로를 호련히 떠도는 섬이라고 한다. 하지만 이를 2번 본 자는 없어. 모두 환상이라고 믿기 때문에 환상의 섬이라고 불린다고 한다. 2번 보면 바다에서 살아 돌아오지 못하려나? 뻘간 얼굴에 뱃사람은 웃었다. 뭐야? 호박스. 이게 다인가? 꼴랑 이것인가? 꼴랑 이거란 말인가? 허허, 젠장할 거. 토르가르, 당했다. 그럼 여기가 아니면 또 어디 쓸려나? 여기 가보자. 여기 위로 갈 수 있다. 내가 여기 기존에 여기를 사타지 뒤지지 않았었구나. 뭐지? 벌판. 그렇지, 있을 법했지. 그렇지, 찾았어. 빠바바바바바바바바.
How the hell did it cross the strait?
우와! 나 지금 넘어진겨? 아! 와, 잊어버려. 조져 죽었어. 저 어디 갔어? 아이씨, 새끼. 쟤는 저기가 없다? 아머 브레이크가 없네? 으! 흐아! 으악! 리틀 스와인? 일로와. 우와, 야, 안 올라가래? 고블린 빤치? 뭐죠? 열받게 내는 거지? 자! 야! 으유! 가라! 원시의 뿔피리. 왜 이런 애들이 일부러 준다고. 너의 여행은 끝이다. 이게 하이포션일까? 2개. 야, 이건 어때, 그럼? 잡아봐. 이렇게 해서. 왔어. 없다고 한다. 역시 잔대가리는 통하지 않는다는 건가. 자, 다음. 이게 좀 몬스터 도감을 여기서 좀 봤으면 좋겠는데, 응? 꼭 저기로 다시 가야 된다는 얘기야? 좀 그래, 이게. 일단 가자, 그러면. 여기도 라스키몸이 하나 있고. 라스키몸 컴플리트. 여기도 2개나 있어. 내 레벨이 50 정도 되면 그 몬스터랑 붙을 수 있지 않을까? 내 레벨 몇이야? 47. 동료도 없다. 디용스.
I have wronged so many, ruined thousands of lives. I did not deserve to be saved.
고맙다.
But save me. You and your brother did. Your uncle too forgave me my sins. Offered me a chance at redemption.
말이 많다.
Yours is a fine family, he freed. cherish it.
힙합.
Tom said you destroyed all the mother crystals.
맞아.
No, he didn't. There's still the black one up in the sky.
Not a word in this one either.
Sid, did you know that chocobos are far more resilient to the effects of ether than most other beasts? Some say that's one of the reasons they were tamed for use as mounts and sumpters, so that an ether flood wouldn't mean instant death for their riders or drivers. Me, I reckon they built it up over generations. Too many foolish traders driving their birds into floods, and only the toughest surviving.
Knowledge hoarded is knowledge lost. What subject shall we consider today?
아니야. 이렇게 됐으면 뭐 장비를 저기 할 수 있는 저기를 한번 있나 보죠. 모두에게 안전 사지.
What can I get you, Sid? As if setting our people free wasn't enough. Good news, everyone.
지워자!
The casks have been liberated. Here's to Sid. Don't be a stranger, Sid.
Clive. Go on then.
마법 차지가 이거 괜찮으려나?
Cannot find a better price than that. Come again.
야 이거 comments 봐.
I'm not much bothered either way.
진짜 안으로 들어갔네. 얘는 뭔 얘기를 할까?
First the skies, then the crystal. What next? The advent of great.
아 근데 이거 진짜 계속 어두운 상태로 플레이를 했더니 지금 시간은 출입 금지? 낙점.
What do I owe the honor? So, will it be?
오리할콘. 우르보로스. 이거 이제 할 수 있다. 우수한 방어구 중 하나, 세상을 집어삼킨 뱀이라 세계적 문장으로 죽음과 재생을 의미한다. 종우는 기원의 양식일지니.
Should last you a good while. And? Trouble with your gear?
아니야.
You do what you need.
아무튼 저 라스키 몹을 다 잡으면은 저기를 할 수 있을 것 같아. 아직도 많이 남았네? 추억의 물품들이. 타르의 약상자. 알았다. 저 라스키몹의 아니 라스키몹의 정보를 꼭 여기 와서만 이렇게 확인할 수 있나? 다른 방법이 없을까? 보면 그거 관련된 저기가 없어. 내가 못 찾는 것일까? 그럴 수가 없구만.
There's something about it.
나도 답답해진다.
What will it be today? And how could it not? But are we any better? Allow me to educate you. I have the details here.
리비아. 현재.
Here you are. Very good.
라스키모프. 또 어디에 있지? 몇 개 남았어? 3개 남았네. 자, 황금의 길을 가린 여행자에게 파랗게 마무리 소문이 들었다. 출몰 장소 타이탄 통로? 델메키아 공화국. 출몰 장소 상그레이브. 잠깐만. 델메키아 공화국 타이탄의 통로. 타이탄의 통로라. 이렇게 말해 요즘 타이탄의 통로. 뭐가 있다? 상점? 타이탄의 통로. 타이탄의 통로. 여기네. 여기네요. 잠깐만. 일단 여기로 가서 뭐 새로운 물품이 있나봐.
Welcome to Dravoj, Sid. Our gate's always open for you and yours.
아, 이거를, 이 어두운 하늘이 거의 대부분이야. 좀, 밝은 하늘에서 좀 하고 싶은데.
What do you think? I made myself a pair of bellows, just like Blackthorn showed us.
I have some things for sale.
넌 뭐가 있니? 악보, 이런 거나 하나 사지 마.
Thank you. Anything else you don't want? Go safely now.
어.
Why the hell would Victor take the
다
bellows?
우울해. 응.
Can you believe we were going to make
I think we'd better shut up.
Sounds like something's happening in the square.
현재는 몬스터 헌터가 된다. 응? 이게 뭐가 추가된 거야? 어둠의 숨결?
Go with Gilbert.
필요 없을 것 같아. 몬스터나 잡고, 아, 타이탄의 통로. 이쪽이다. 와. 다운 공격이 되게 세. 여기가 지금 타이탄의 통로 맞지? 요쯤 나올 것 같은데? 여기 가면 있겠다. 타이탄. 안 나온다고?
This won't be easy.
뭐 어떻게 해 이거. 여기 있다는데 왜 어디 있는 거야? 이 타이탄의 통로 여기라 그랬어. 여기도 아니고 타이탄의 통로. 여기? 여기 뭐지? 뭐야? 에헤이. 흐아! 흐아!
Nice try.
뭐에다 가 그냥. 와. 아니 너 말고 라스키모 뭐 있어? 라스키모. 널 찾으러 온 게 아니란 말이야. 타이탄의 통로라 그랬는데 대체 어디 있는 것이야? 여기로 이렇게 딱 가는 데가 있다? 저기 딱 의심스럽지? 여긴 아니야.
Good girl.
여기가 지금 딱 의심스러워요. 딱 싸우라는 장소가 있잖아. 근데 거기 갔었는데? 아, 여기 아니구나. 됐어? 여기로 빠져. 여기로 싹 빠진 데가 있어. 그치. 나와라. 어? 뭐야?
You deserve a rest.
아니요? 데몰리션 링. 디찰라. 매직 버스터 월. 아니 여기도 아니면 어딘겨? 어딜까요? 타이탄의 통로라고 그랬는데? 있을 만한 데가 없는데? 당연히 여길 거라고 생각했는데 없단 말이야?
Fly, Ambrosia. Thanks, girl.
어? 저걸 만지고 나오니까 있네. 오케이. 바바바 타나토스 A급 상대해주죠.
Remember, we're friends, Ultima. If it's me you want, I'm right here.
일로와. 엎어져 이 새끼야. 우와. 그렇지. 유아. 뒤졌어. 우와. 어이씨. 우와! 허이자! 허이야! 으아! 어? 야! 후. 자, 결국에는 저 녀석이 제일 적이지 않았을까? 드라군이 끝판이었을래나?
There's something about it.
얘는 샹그레이브, 거대한 몸뚱이, 거대한 물둥이. 여기구나. 거대한 물기둥. 여기 있다. 여기 또 있어? 예전에 한번 여기서 잡았었는데 여기가 지금 최고. 여기로 가려고 하면 아씨 멀어. 그다음에
Ready go?
1, 2 가야 돼. 1.
Yeah!
너희들을 상대할 시간이 없어. 물기둥을 자식들 깜짝이야. 한 가지가 없다 꺼지라고. 여기서 1, 2거든? 세이브 한번 하고 결국 토르갈만 끝까지 내 곁에 있는구만. 질도 아니오. 토르가리였어. 근데 얘를 못 깼나? 아, 못 깼나 보다, 그때.
Thanks, girl.
Looks like we're working something up. Only one thing for it.
오, 진짜. 어서나! 일로 와. 그렇지. 우와. 흐아. 아이고. 진짜. 아유. 오. 일로 와. 팡. 빠빠빠빠. 이제 하나 남았다. 그래, 그 녀석. 매번 나를 좌절하게 만들었던 그 녀석.
Sweet dreams.
영이 잠들어라. 뭐 아이템들이 다 새로 들어왔어, 상점들이.
And what can I do for you? You've a keen eye.
어둠의 보.
And a fine, fine day to you. You've a keen eye. I do like a customer who knows what he wants.
4개.
And a fine, fine day to you.
아, 이제 하나 남았네. 아, 갑시다.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
이 녀석만 깨면 라스키 몹은 다 끝난다. 저기 보이는구만. 항상 나에게 좌절을 줬던 녀석. 자, 시작해볼까? 덤벼라.
You deserve a rest.
이게 문제인 거죠. 너무 많이 달어. 오! 아, 씨. 저렇게 되면 어쩌라는 거야. 이거 나도 아이템 좀 먹잖아. 뒤졌어. 다 쏟아 부어야지. 힘의 약, 영웅의 약. 와, 지금이다 이 새끼야. 뭐 메테오냐고. 으아. 그렇지. 아, 또 저거네. 으아. 이거만 패턴만 바꾸면 됐지. 오케이, 깨졌어. 와. 으아. 깨질 건데. 그렇지. 소프라우카가 자전지 않는다. 와. 야. 아, 떴네. 아이고. 흐아. 죽을 때가 됐어 너. 흐아! 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 아이고 씨. 우와! 너 지쳤냐? 거의 끝나간다. 흐야. 흐야. 우와. 그렇지. 끝. 우, 씨, 이거. 역시나 나에게 모욕감을 줬었어. 황급전용 어빌리티. 엄청난 강적이었어. 맞아. 최고의 라스키 몹이었다. 이제 재정비를 하고 스토리 진행. 아, 끝날 듯 안 끝나네 이게.
Clive. Go on then. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
What do I owe the honor? What do you want?
야, 모리할콘하고 흑강. 야, 이게 아직도 라스키몹을 다 잡았는데?
No scratches, all right? Not my best work, but it'll do. And?
There's something about it.
야, 보상 없냐? 지금 라스키몹을 얼마나 잡았는데 지금.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
영성.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
야, 다 잡았어. 없잖아 이제. 얼만큼 명성을 쌓아야 돼? 자, 이제 오토에게 말을 건다.
Still alive, I see. Something tells me that eyesore on the horizon is your doing. How'd you manage that?
It's a long story. One that I'd rather only tell once.
사람들을 모아주겠어.
Right. All hands on deck then.
Is this?
다들 모였지? 별전이구만.
As I'm sure you've all guessed.
짐작은 했겠지만
The crystal
하늘에
shroud
떠있는
of
검은
East
물체는
skies was
알테마이트야.
summoned by Ultima. He called it.
그리고 그 내부에는 오리진이라고 불리는 것이
Now the
존재해.
significance of that name is as yet unclear.
What does it matter what it's called? Its emergence tore Twinside asunder and wiped my homeland from the map.
Mention of the Dominion spires can be found in the oldest of Valisthian records. But to the best of my knowledge, none provide any hint as to their true nature. That they would prove the horns of some slumbering demon. Well,
The Dominion's demise was at least quick. I swear the Republican army cannot hope to contain the chaos engulfing Randalar. Canberra is in flames, and the Empire.
Our allies are crying out for answers. I've sent the curse breakers to give them what assurances we can, but right now that amounts to fuck all.
They wouldn't be able to stop what the skies have started in any case. People here and across the realm grow sicker with every
보장할 수
passing
없어.
day.
Could it be that this new mother crystal is like the others? That it draws upon the land's ether? It certainly looked that way from stone here.
If that were true,
요태다.
it would explain the hastening spread of the blight since the crystal's appearance. Would it not?
And as the land's ether slowly rises to the surface, it pools, corrupting all who cannot channel its energies. Archaea above, ether floods below, and in the middle, here we languish, hopelessly entrapped.
It's all right.
문제없어.
When we faced him at
알테마는 말했어. 오리진으로
Ultima told
원래
us
힘을
his true
깨우겠다.
power quickens in the halls of origin. Needless to say,
즉
we cannot allow that
오리진으로
to
갈 수만
continue.
있다면 어떤 식으로든 놈을
If
만날
we
수
are to
있어.
stop him, we will have to find a way into the crystal.
How are we going to manage that then? It's up in the sky. And fast as she is, the Enterprise can't fly.
It's a lot to
시도하면
take in,
비공정인데.
and I reckon we'd all benefit from some time to clear our heads. The answer will come to us. Don't you worry. Ain't that right, Clive?
Right. That's right.
Well, go on then. Bugger off. Same goes for you, Clive. You won't solve anything like this. Trust me. Go and get some fresh air, right?
띠용이는 왜 안 가지?
Thank you. Joshua seemed upset.
무슨 일이지, 조슈아?
Ultima may have created us.
설사 우리가 알테마에 의해 만들어진 존재라고 해도 우린 이렇게 살았어.
Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight
아무리
for us,
비참하고 어리석다 해도
so be it.
난 살기 위해 싸우고
It's
싶어.
what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well,
하지만
that may be.
인간에게는 의지와
But a
마음이
chain can
있어.
always be broken.
언젠가 그
As long
족쇄를
as
풀 수
one
있을
has the
거야.
will to break it, it won't be easy.
아무리 힘들어도
It may take
오랜 시간이
generations,
걸린데도
centuries of
모두가
suffering.
힘을 맞잡으면 손을 맞잡으면 몇 배의 힘으로 맞설 수 있어.
Everyone plays their part. But it will
난
happen.
말이야 조슈아,
And when it does,
믿고 있어.
it will be on our terms.
인간이 인간답게
That
살
is
수
the
있는 곳은
world that awaits
그런
us.
세상이라고.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
But first,
남은
we have to
문제는
reach that crystal.
어떻게 오리진까지 가느냐인데.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
어? 그러네, 피닉스는 날 수 있네. 꽤 먼 거리를 날아야 해.
Only the
몸
Father
상태도
knows
좋지
before to
않잖아.
wait in those skies. You certain about this?
이 몸을 생각해.
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember.
고집불통 같은 녀석.
All right.
알았어.
I yield.
부탁할게.
But only what you must.
하지만 절대 무리하지 마. 알았지?
I'm still your swan
싸운
shield.
것은 내게 맡겨.
That you are.
And what of my wings?
아, 쟤도 날 수 있네. 니옹스 바하무트.
Lest
근데
you
지금
forget,
기공들의
you go to
목적은
stand
알테마를
against
치는 것 아닌가?
I would not have you
그렇다면
succumb
본진을
to
칠 때까지
fatigue
전력을
before the
온전해야 해.
fight begins. Ifrit,
이프리드.
your brother mentioned that
기공에게
some of the
소환수의 힘을
Romans who had
획득한
lost their
도미노스도
power to
다시
you
현현할 수
still
있다는 게
lived at the
사실인가?
time. Is that true?
맞네.
It is.
그래.
but their icons no
하지만 그건
longer
자살 행위나
submitted to their
마찬가지다.
Then mine will have to be
내가
stronger.
오리진까지 데려가 주마.
That you both might
그
save your
힘은
strength for the
결전전까지
battle together.
아껴둬라. 어떻게 멋진 녀석이야. 디용. 디용.
If you do, there's a chance.
자칫 잘못하면 인간으로서의 모든 걸 잃을 수도 있어.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
멋진 놈들이 다 모였네.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not
이용
coming back.
르지아즈는 이미 결심을 굳혔군.
And has come to terms with
우리도
that.
가자.
That doesn't mean that we have to. Does it, Clive?
꼼꼼히 준비한 뒤에 출발하자.
Time to talk to Jill.
질과도
She
이야기해줘야지.
understands.
젤 어디지, 젤? 저기 찬장에 있구나. 지요.
Come to wish on a star.
어쭈, 거의 끝났어.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill.
알테마를 쓰러뜨리고 올게.
You know what I have to do.
너무 바리스자의 재앙을 일으켰고 수많은 인생을 망쳤어.
There's no turning back now.
이번에야말로 모든 걸 끝내겠어.
This is where our journey was leading.
신을 상대로 한 싸움이야. 지금까지 중에 가장 큰 싸움이 되겠지.
I could pray to Metia
그럼
for you.
모든 무사히 돌아올 수도 있다. 알티어에게
You'll be all
기도해야겠네.
right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
기다려.
I did promise we'd watch the night
약속했잖아.
together.
또 둘이서
I'll be waiting.
함께 하자고.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
오케이. 퀘스트가 많이 떴어. 긴이 내게 부탁할 것이 있다. 외관이 세계란 책을 찾아주지 않겠나? 그 책은 다가올 인간의 세상에 큰 교훈이 될 책이자 나의 학자의 길을 이끌어준 책이다. 보소는 넉넉히 챙겨주지. 맞는다. BUIII.
Something tells me this is no
흔치
mere
않군
adventure
비비안의
story.
스카이라니. 뭐지? 토르갈의 상태. 요즘 들어 토르갈이 어딘가 이상하구나. 뒤쪽 가판으로 와서 계속 바깥만 바라보고 있다. 어디 가고 싶은 곳이라 있는 게 아니냐?
What is it
신경
this time,
쓰이는데
Torgal?
뒤쪽 가판으로 가보자. 야 이거 오늘 엔딩은 못 보겠다 보니까 이거 좀 짜잘한 것들이 막판에 또 생기네. 오늘은 요거 정리하고 뭐요?
First the skies.
Say what you will. Lady Karen has seen us.
토르갈. 왜 그래
Pining
배고파?
for something, boy.
토르갈. 카론이 걱정하고 있어.
What is it?
대체 뭘 보는 거야?
What do you see out there? never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
이제 봤어?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he was looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal.
근데 필요 없군.
Sorry for making you
미안하다, 토르가르.
Let's get that thing off
좋아,
you.
그걸 풀어줄게. 응?
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you?
그렇지.
You want me to go with you somewhere?
산책이 최고지, 개들은 그냥.
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where to then, Torgal?
세 개까지 퀘스트 받아서 할 수 있을걸?
What do you think happened to Miss Middledore?
원도 꿍꿍이들이야, 이 꾸러기들.
Sid, you have to help us.
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No. Well, yes. But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Middledore. She's been acting strange.
Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stonehenge.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Middledore's inventions.
Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Middledore back together? She seems really sad.
그러지.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us?
She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
세 개를 접수하면 이제 안 나와.
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along!
뭐야?
If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will!
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them. But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if her godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it.
또 뭘 갖다 줘야 되는구나.
First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the Tub and Crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordill. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the Cursebreakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
알았어.
I should speak with one of the Cursebreakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
아, 이 아줌마 되게 웃기잖아. 이번에 또 누구로?
All this time, my
나였구나.
heart has wandered hither and thither in search of the perfect companion. When all along he was here, standing right beside me.
알겠어.
Feeling ill? And no sooner have your wounds mended. While I may not have Gav's nose, that's what I'm worried about.
I do.
What I truly like but teach her medicine. Take care.
차루야.
Yes, my lord? His Grace and I. At first, it was my duty to him. My lord.
I am.
I do not doubt it.
Thank you, Yote.
May you return safely. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart.
애다.
Thank you, my lord, for taking me in. Everyone here has been so kind. It reminds me of home.
제일 예쁜 애들이 다 여기 있구만.
All right, Sid. Come to buy us around, have you?
Only if you earn it.
그래, 힘을 빌려줬으면 했어. 미드의 부탁으로 가볍고 튼튼한 마무리배를 갖고 찾고 있어. 뭔가 짚히는 게 있으면
You've
알려줘.
encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same.
그렇군요. 식은 뼈는 아니지만, 나이스 아르만다라.
If it's durability you're looking for,
그래, 튼튼해서 가공할 만한 충분히 쓸 수 있지 않을까 합니다.
you know what an adamantus
역시
is.
잘 알고 있구만.
I do. And I know to give them a wide berth. Will any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in
Petrol?
Karava, near old Bidza, or what's left of the village anyway. But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
어렵다고?
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go. Seen enough?
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive.
But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Cursebreakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' test, then?
Yeah.
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
접수는 가능하구만 다.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
당연하지.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit Walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
야, 이거 저기 하자, 여기야. 소달.
All right, Toggle. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless... you've already given me one.
로자리아 방향이었지.
Back on the rear deck. You were looking west. toward Rosaria.
맞네. 모자리야.
Why don't we try the rookery?
그래, 오랜만에 거기 가볼까?
I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To port is older then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
응? 이렇게 같이 깨진다니까? 으아이.
Time to fight. It's oil. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all.
여기서 그냥 찾아야 되는 거구나. 됐다. 찾았어. 어? 누구야? 어?
야래요! 야래! 왜 이렇게 땀이. 아, 씻어야 돼요. 씻어. 야, 뭐 밖에 덥냐? 엄청 덥다고? 아니, 날도 흐린데 더워? 야래요! 왜? 그랬구나. 이 야래루가 왔어.
코브라 방목지에서 뜨듯. 윤활유를 모은다. 윤활유 어딨냐? 여기에 지금 하나가 있었고. 여기 표시가 되는데 여기서 찾아야 되는 거 아니야 지금? 여기 있다. 됐다.
This should be enough.
응? 가자, 토르가루.
It's still here. After all these years. A lot smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy.
응?
I wasn't being serious.
말 다 알아듣는 주식이 저거.
This place hasn't changed at all.
옛날 그대로야.
Right through those trees. Come on.
여기 어디냐? 토르가. 발자국이 새겨지네? 와우. 가보자.
Race you there? I bet I could still beat you.
뒷유지 장소. 옛날에 나도 저런데 나무 위에다 집을 한번 쳐가지고 우리만의 아지트 뭐 이런 로망들이 있었잖아.
Here we are.
새둥지.
This was our hideaway.
여긴 우리의 비밀 공간이었지.
Wasn't it, Torgal?
땜빵을 한 흔적이다.
Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy?
뭐야?
This is all from the castle. And for Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword.
이건데? 아.
Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal.
야리, 아빠가 빨래 다 해놨어.
For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either.
뭐야, 아직 더 남았어?
That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming.
이 집은 다시 못 올라가나? 올라갈 수 있네. 와, 다 있다니까. 이 RPG. 어쩔 수 없는 JRPG, 이거. 아이씨. 있다니까. 이거 진짜.
I think I know where we're going. People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Quest complete. Level up. 야, 미스트 섬으로 이거 타면 갈 수 있는 거구나. 여기도 있어. 미션이 막 뿔뿔이 다 흩어져 있네. 이거구나. 하나씩 하자, 하나씩. 오케이. 와라 초크보.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
데저스는 사막 아마
Here we are again. Carava. If you were a tortoise, Torgal, where would you hide?
너냐?
It looks like we've found him.
껍데기 안 돼. 와야지. 일로 와야지. 야! 싱겁고.
I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
여기에서 보이는 됐어. 일단 의식처로 돌아가자. Lockdown.
Trouble with your gear, or something falling in, do you? Not it. Fine.
Say what you will. Maybe Karen has seen her.
다 접수를 받자. 재료를 건네주면 끝날 것 같고.
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
You make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need.
뭐
After you
또
left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a one. And a 0.
And
a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would they... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
너의 스승들이 필요하겠다.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Sid! Is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales?
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
안 버릴 거야.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find. All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's good to know.
Look! I found it! Is that all? Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
Well, did they have it?
당연하지.
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? It's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog in the right place... Well, you just wait and see.
야. 항상 이런 모양이었어.
Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without. Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes. Children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
아따, 마지막에 말 걸어야 될 게 많네. 잠깐만. 이게 어빌리티를 마스터하면 저기 하지 않나? 크다. 이거 한번. 아, 맞네. 마스터하면은 달 수 있네. 그렇담? 오케이. 잠깐만, 가장 필요 없는 게 무엇일까? 마스터가 됐어. 그지? 그러면 이거를 요따 장비 됐어요. 참철 나무. 그지? 좋아. 아, 얘 같이 써야 되네. 에어로 블라스트. 아, 이 좋은데 야루다. 과감하게 버려? 아씨. 씨발, 여기 있어, 씨. 이렇게 가는 건 어때?
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen our show.
한번 놀아볼까? 오케이, 좋았어.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Hippocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, If the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
집행자?
Coveters of secrets. A clandestine organization committed to
근데 이거 X가 비어 있는데.
texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers. A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnik, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnik a visit.
두 개밖에 없나 보다. 다 접수는 되네. 넌 또 뭐야? 삼촌.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it...
아마 내일 정도면 엔딩을 볼 것 같은데. 오늘은 이런 잡다한 거 정리 좀 하고.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes? But such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help.
응?
On one condition.
누구야?
That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
들어줘야지, 좀 부탁해.
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive. Don't worry, my boy. Rutherford is in Randalar this very moment, singing your praises to all and sundry. They'll adore you.
음악을 바꿔볼까? 거도. Gav.
You all right? About that. Oi! Let's see. You off then?
조슈아.
Ah, Clive. This is it then, brother. Indeed.
You're wrong.
Of course.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's not nothing. I've received word from Cyril.
Hmm?
The Undying have found Father's will, or something akin to it.
His will? How and where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go,
가야지.
but would you join me?
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I'm ready to leave when you are.
자, 이거 접수 끝. 접수 끝. 이제 그렇담. 뭐가 또 있어? 아, 저기 또 하나 또 있네. 씨. 꼭대기에.
Say what you will. Lady Karen seems...
귀가 간지러워?
Do you think it'll tell us about his adventures in Ash?
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid, may I have a moment?
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage.
거기 어딘지 알아.
Conservatory. Or rather, I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names, but they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Sid, allow me to travel to Ash
아니, 나랑
and
같이 가.
recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
You are a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please, even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
BUIII Grace.
나 어딘지 알아.
Hidden in
최근에
a
갔다
forest,
왔어.
overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
뭐 각지에 뭐 이렇게 이벤트들이 많아. 아이고. 좋다. 정리하자. 응? 뭐야? 쉐이키들이? 이런 거 안 죽어? 으앗! 조슈아가 같이 붙었다.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
예전에 여기 온 적이 있어, 그래. 그땐 안 열리더니 이젠 열리는구만.
This is a Royal Army logbook. His interests were certainly varied.
여간의 세계. 찾았네 벌써?
But if what it says is true,
이게
I need to get this
남아있다니.
back to the hideaway.
하하, 그냥 보내줄 리가 없지.
Leaving so soon, stranger. We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
뭐야? 어디가?
Let's see, shall we?
하는 쉽게나 거칠군. 가라. 이거 엄청 세네.
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
뭐야?
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait.
어디서? 벌써 없었어.
Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
저쪽에 있다. 어? 저긴 또 뭐야? 맥시모. 죽어.
맞아. 맞아, 너 오늘 학원 안 가니?
여기 뭐가 있다는 거야? 잃어버릴 수 없는 그대. 잃어버릴 수 없는 그대? 어? 아, 그냥 새로운 미션이 있구나. 받아야 되겠다. 응? 뭐요? 여기 한참 돌아와야 되네, 여기는. 아, 일단 가자. 아, 이거 정리가 안 된다, 느낌인데. 하나씩 하자, 하나씩. 비비안한테 가면 끝나고. 야, 얻었다.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the
막판에 콘텐츠들이 막 몰려 있어. 이거.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society, or perhaps being shunned by it, she stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded. Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian.
좋아. 이 아래로. 야레루, 너 오늘 학원 안 가? 네. 오.
How may I help you today, Clive?
겐지의 장갑? 저거 뭐야?
Here you are. Best of luck out there, Sid.
별거 아니잖아 이거. 아, 참철나무. 여기 뭐 또 있어? 아씨. 잠깐만. 하나씩 하자. 1번. 여기구나.
Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
너냐?
I'm nervous. Is it alright to be nervous? I don't care either way, so long as you do as I tell you.
내가 시드다.
Well met, Sid. This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Sid. There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Sid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
And who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine curse breaker.
So, what? Have I passed?
You haven't even started yet. Now listen. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me.
빨리 가자. 샷! 저 길이 있었네? 여기 가봤나 내가?
These are clean kills.
아무리 사체인가
Ember really is ready.
실력은 있는 것 같고.
Or maybe not. Damn it.
마무리다.
Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run!
If you want him, you'll have to go through me. Too slow.
거의 잘리네 이게. 야! 사요나라.
Ember, are you... gone? Of course.
설마 도망친 건가?
Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is then.
가버렸어. 아이템 사자.
Do you see anything you like?
라그나로크.
Thank you. You've a keen eye.
하나 살까?
And a fine, fine day to you.
I didn't expect you back so soon. Where is Ember? How did he fare?
I thought I'd find him with you. He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but apparently not.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
Eh? How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you there, Nazaire. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. We'll await your evaluation back at the hideaway. Don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
This won't be an easy decision.
하나씩 해야 되겠다. 아, 이 미션에 좀 집중하려면.
There's something about it.
You should have seen.
Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not. Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conch and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
Good night.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
아니야. 재미난 녀석이 들어왔어.
Things rarely do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
공개심표. 이제 여기 갈 수 있네. 저기.
Good girl.
반대로 가고 있었네.
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dock. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by Akashic. I need to hurry.
아, 이 새끼 죽어버리면 어떡해. 쫄렸군 이제. 뭐야?
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether stick is there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
그러자.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Better keep my eyes open for signs of life.
층으로도 올라갈 수 있는 건가? 하지만 1층을 내가 둘러보겠다. 심각한 물자 부족으로 인한 충분한 먹이를 충분하지 못한다. 이뤄내자. 아씨.
They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared.
새끼들. 다 조져버려야겠구만.
Minimal loss of Waluda lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
잠겼고 결국 2층으로 가야 되는 거야. 까꾸를 걷네. 순서대로.
This was no ordinary prison, and I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
마수가 있을 수도 있겠군.
Nothing but Akashic down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
어? 일로 들어가? 반대쪽은. Doors.
No luck downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents and... it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even. And those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
그냥 요거였네? 그거 아까 그 열쇠.
Let's see what we can find down here.
뭐? 응? 뭐지?
Survivor.
이 목소리 설마?
She sounds close.
어? 생존자가 있어.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
당한 거냐?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. To
extracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Was that?
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
안으로 들어갈 수 있는 곳? 아, 여기 있다, 이 새끼. 세이브 하고. 아, 베이모스네. 치웠다. 마수왕 구속도구?
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
제도에. 이거.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
뭐야, 씨. 이거 어디야? 아. 저장. 야, 이거 뭐, 너무 많이 남았는데? 오케이, 오늘 여기까지. 꽤 많이 했어.